It's yet another great day when we share our business nuggets to act as a springboard to catapult you to the next level. Someone once said that you don't have to be great to get started. Indeed, the small baby steps which you take today is what will enable you to achieve the high echelon of success in business. Do not despise where you are, what you have, and who you surround yourself with today. Yes, today's mighty oak is yesterday's nut that held its ground. Welcome and listen to the nuggets of wisdom from our cherry-picked mentors. Welcome. Share your comments and subscribe.
I've always wondered to myself, is there something that helps the entrepreneurs that succeed that they have which other entrepreneurs don't? Is it something they know? Is it how they run their businesses? Is it the people they hire? Is it where they went to school? Is it their socialization, their background, their education, their mental spaces? What is it that makes the entrepreneur succeed? Welcome to my masterclasses, where I share with you everything you need to know about how to become a high-growth, high-scale entrepreneur. I'm joined by guests. We break down the myths, the ideas, the legends, everything you need to know to become a high-growth entrepreneur. Warning, this is the High Performance Zone.
Hi everyone. How's it? Holy shit, it's full. It's a lot more than I expected. It's the thing with Durban. The reason we do the masterclasses the way we do them, those of you who see them on YouTube, is so that it's not a curated conference experience. And I see the pads here and their desks. Everybody calm down. Okay? If you have a jacket, feel free to take it off. Heavy D, it's all for real. If you are feeling apprehensive, you don't need to. There are 3 golden rules that we go by every single time we do these masterclasses. I'm going to share them with you very quickly because they're important. The first golden rule is leave your ego at the door. Okay, so in this room, there are some of you here who are, all of us have been socialized to believe that some stuff matters in the world. So some of you here are very well qualified people with great qualifications and you're dirt poor. Some of you in this room have 0 qualifications and have made a bit of money. Both of those mean nothing. Life in my mind is like playing a game of Pac-Man. That's life. The guy who's made more money than you is simply more levels up the game of Pac-Man than you. The person who's more educated than you is simply more levels up the game of Pac-Man than you. So whatever you brought into this room, whatever you've come in here with, leave it at the door. I don't know if you guys watched the master class we did where I showed the guys about the income statement. Who saw that and who didn't? No. So let me show you this because I think for me this was, in all of my years in business, this was probably the most amazing revelation. So I'll tell you. So I'm doing my MBA in London. How do you know someone? How do you know someone is doing an MBA? They'll tell you. How do you know they did it in London? They'll tell you. I'm like, look, if I paid in pounds, I'm going to tell everyone. So I'm sitting in this guy's name is Dr. Terence Tse. He taught me finance. Easily the brightest mind I have ever come across. And I've come across some minds. Easily, but by far the smartest person I've ever met. Terence, in 15 minutes, explained an income statement to me, and then from an income statement to a balance sheet in 15 minutes. And I understood everything about why my thinking was wrong, about how to build a business. Everything. Like the way he explained, I was like, oh. You know, in your Zulu person, you're like, oh. Oh means I have nothing else to say. It's just like, wow. Let me digest. Okay. So, let's go to school and let's do some accounting work. Hands up if you studied accounting at school. Yeah. Of course an Indian did accounting. Of course. What is it with you guys and money? You guys are just like... I must be in the money room. Where the money, that's where I must be, right? Okay, so let's break down an income statement. So, first thing to remember about from a flow of an income statement is an income basically is meant to tell you, an income statement is basically meant to tell you if your business is profitable or not. A balance sheet is meant to tell you if you are creating wealth or if you are destroying value. You can grow a business and make higher sales and destroy value in the process. Yeah? Especially if you get your working capital wrong. Right. So, top line, and you'll hear accountants call it top line. The reason it's called the top line is because in an income statement, it is at the top of all of the lines. Top line. Get it level. Right. First item on an income statement, what is it?
Revenue.
Right. What is the difference between revenue and turnover? Say again? What? Say again? Thank you. You know why it's important to say same thing? Because a lot of you here will hear, what's your revenue, what's your sales, what's your turnover, and you start wondering if I'm even in the right room. Revenue, sales, turnover. Do you know why they're different, by the way? You don't know. When you get an accountant called Tembewa Incorporated, he'll charge you for sales. When you migrate to a small accounting firm, they start telling you about turnover. When you are audited by Ernst & Young, now they talk RSV. All it is just so they can charge you more for doing the same work. But they are the same things. And revenue is nothing more than the price of a product times the number of products you sell. Quantity. That's it. I have this pen, I charge 1 rand for it, I sold 1,000 of them, my revenue is 1 rand times 1,000, 1,000 rand. Yes? Yeah. What do we call this? The ego measure. This is my ego. Yeah? I run a 100 million rand a year business. Hey? People who make a lot of money up here are so easy to spot because they'll tell you. Hey, what did you say, Mac? It's 750 a year. Basically saying, "Mang pumala ning enjoy ning pega, ning pega." Ngavuka namanje ngavuka. Nguye ngavele ngivuke nje. Yeah, it's like it's a cool ego measure. It's you can just you advertise it to the world. Yeah. Go to the world and you say, "Look at me. I make X." My man. Cool. And then every product you sell costs you something to make. Do we agree? Yes. It's called the cost of goods sold, which is the cost for the product times the quantity of product. So this pen, I sell it at 1 rand each, but I buy it from my supplier at 50 cents. Make sense? I sell it at 1, I buy it at 50. Which means my profit, what they call a gross profit or gross margin, same thing, is this minus this. That minus this. That's it. GP, 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 GP. 99% of most businesses are typically GP positive. Why? Because if you're not GP positive, you're not going to survive. If you're paying your suppliers more than it costs you to sell the product, you're going to die. There is but one sector that breaks that rule. It irritates me because we have an investment in that sector. It's tech. This is why I don't like buying into tech companies. Tech companies are one of the few, tech companies in my experience are probably the only sector where you can sell a product for less than it costs you to make the product. It's ridiculous, frankly. And if you don't believe me, hands up if you if you've paid your Facebook subscription this month? You haven't paid it? Did they close your account? Yeah, exactly. So if you have a Facebook account and it's free, who's paying for it? Yeah, there's a thought for it. It's the investors. It's very interesting. Most people don't understand. This masterclass is free. Would you agree? Yeah. I'm staying at the Hilton. You think that's free? No. Yeah. I've got my whole team here. You think they came for free? No. Right. Which means this is not a business for me. And the minute you say to yourself, I'm in business, and someone says, can I have something? And you give it for free, it's not a business anymore. Anyone can sell a product for free. When you employ salespeople and they start complaining about not making numbers because the product is too expensive, we'll have a chat about it in a moment. There's no such thing as a product that's too expensive. No such thing as a product that's too expensive. A customer tells you your product is too expensive, you're talking to the wrong customer. You think anyone walks into Lamborghini and says, but a Toyota is less? Lamborghini will tell you, then go to Toyota. Why are you here? True fact. I'm the most premium price speaker in South Africa. I charge in South Africa more than any other speaker in the market. My office will also tell you price is not a negotiation I have with my clients. I never talk price, I talk value. Anytime you find yourself talking price, know that now you are not an entrepreneur anymore. Never talk price with customers, talk value. No, don't talk price, talk value. And the difference between the difference between the two is perception. So I'm gonna come back to this in a minute. I need an example. What do you do, ma'am?
I'm a makeup artist.
You're a makeup artist. This is fantastic. What's your name? Cindy Siwekte. I love your hair. Do you think that would work on me? It wouldn't work. Your hair color on me?
It would.
It would,
But in
no?
red.
In what? Was Temba in red? So what I was saying. So Cindy Siwekte, how much do you charge per hour?
I charge per face, so I'll say
I have never in my life charged per face. That's really cool. How much per face?
800 rands per face.
Oh! I love people like you. You are so cool. Can we case study you for a bit? Is that okay?
Yes.
Right. So Cindy Siwekte charges 800 rand per face. And it takes you 45 minutes to an hour. At the end of which we have a face. Right. Now, Cindy Siwekte, how many customers have come to you and said, can you lower the price?
Quite a few.
Quite a few. What do you do then? You lower the price, right?
No.
What do you do?
I say no, I can't.
Why?
I can go to someone else. Because that's my time, that's my skill, and that's my product.
Never say no.
Why?
Because then you walk away from a sale. The fact that I came to you means I'm interested in buying. So what you got to figure out, this is a great sales technique. What you got to figure out is how to make the customer feel bad for not buying. The minute you say no, they don't feel bad because then they're like, she's arrogant, and they walk away. Never say no. No is a word you should try never to use in a sales process. You got to find a way of saying no without saying no. And then you got to find a way of saying, I'm not the problem, Mr. Customer, you are. Okay? So let's try this. Can we model this? So I'm coming to you. Hi, Cindy Siwekte. Unjani? Kamalamu Vusi. Can you do my face, please? Yes?
Yeah.
Right. I have a budget of like 420.
Okay.
Sorry, what?
I charge 800.
No, I wasn't asking how much you charge. I said my budget is 420.
Okay. I can refer you to someone else on my WhatsApp.
Oh, you can refer me? Okay, cool. Give me their number. Take the number, walk away. What have you just said to me? No. Can I play you? Try it. Gunja. Good.
So I have a budget of 420.
Of what?
420.
420 is your budget? Where are you going?
To wedding.
You're going to a wedding?
Yes.
Oh wow. Is there going to be like friends there?
Yeah.
Are you married? You have an ex? Watch where this is going. Just watch. All right, so your ex might be at the wedding. What's it worth to you to make sure that your ex sees you looking the best you've ever looked? Is it? I mean, look, you want to pay me for 20, I charge 800. The difference between the two is 380 bucks. What I'm trying to work out is if making your ex feel bad is worth 380 bucks or not. Because if it is, then I'm the person you come to. But if looking any kind of way, whether you see your ex or not, is not important, then I'm happy to find you somebody who can do it for 420. What did I just do? I changed the conversation from price to value. Now in her mind, the anchor is not price. The anchor is this bloody ex. That's it. Yeah? All the time. Shift the anchor all the time. Yeah?
Yeah.
The price is the conversation people have absent of value. The minute someone mentions price, it means that there's no value. It means you've commoditized what you do. Ufana na buying nje.